Hello, living in Boulder vlog, 12:20 p.m. Friday. It is February 7th, 2020 Friday. I'm super high right now because I'm going to take a couple days off because I have to back up all my stuff on my computer. Man, look what my hair did to my pillow. um, I thought that I backed up all my stuff correctly everywhere, but then I looked at a memory stick I had, and I looked at my Region 6 of ROM. It was the last thing I worked on, and it was the old version, so I decided to plus I got up yesterday and I started stretching, and I could feel it wasn't as easy to stretch because I felt like I was getting weaker, so I could have taken a day off anyway. So I just spent the whole day making sure I have 4 external hard drives, um, like 4 memory sticks or something, and then a bunch of like 4 memory cards, and I have um, I have my website server. I think it's called Glowhost, and everything's uploaded there. But my carbonite expired, so I got carbonite again, and it was backing up all night long. Like right now, it's doing KMZ files and mountains. It's at 99.5%. And yeah, so I needed to, it was way too stressful for me I mean, I could have done it, but it's way on the bike, but it's way too stressful for me. I'm superstitious about it. Weird stuff happens when I try to back stuff up. Yesterday, I have my KMZ file. That's my Google Earth stuff. It's the thing I spent the most time on, and it's like huge. Like, I don't know how big. Yeah, how big is it? I'm like super curious. Dang, I should know what my KMZ file size is. Let's do a check right now. Okay, yeah, it's 4.92 gigabytes, but that's of like, does it say how many full files? Doesn't say how many files. That's kind of fucked up. Should say how many files. Oh no, it does. 40,643 items. So I've created 40,653 different things on Google Earth. And when you're dragging a 4.93 gigabyte file from onto a memory stick, like a little memory card, it takes forever. And I did that, because I'm trying to update everything. And a lot of them haven't been updated for a long time, so I had to like delete it and then fill it up again and take forever. So it got through, and then I got another, like, I think it was a memory stick that I thought already I backed up, and I stick it in, and I'm looking through the KMZ Google Earth files, and one of them's empty. And so I go over to my computer to drag it over, and lo and behold, my KMZ folder's there for my main computer, my new, the mother computer load for it. But it's empty. All the, it drug out all of the folders inside of it, and that's how I lost my audiobooks before. I lost all of them. Luckily, I had to get them back through Carbonite, but Carbonite only for some reason had 75% of them. So yeah, it's crazy. So I was like, oh shit, that again. So I should have duplicated that folder. I mean, I bet that, because then at that point went to worst case scenario, like, oh my god, is it not backed up? The newest version not backed up anywhere else? So yeah, I just decided to go 100% to just try to make sure everything's backed up right. But then I found that folder in the trash. I didn't send it there. So then I brought it back from the trash. I, I was gonna delete it. I was gonna recover it from my website. I was downloading it again with my Dreamweaver, and then I found it in the trash. So then I just brought it back. So it's just weird stuff like that, like all over the place. What else happened? My computer crashed and had to do a update. Yeah, just weird stuff happening. So anyway, so right now I'm in the process of dragging audiobooks to my one of my hard drives. I have two hard drives on attached Velcroed to this computer, and one of the hard drives had the old version of my audiobooks before I I don't know, updated it and made it matched my website. And so it took forever to delete the files, and then now it's dragging over again. Let's see how long that takes. Let's see how long that's gonna take. I'm at like 99.6 or something with carbonite. Yeah, and that thing, it's like halfway through. It's been doing it for since a couple minutes before I started the video, so it's not so bad. So yeah, I'm just gonna, and I was doing that all day yesterday, but it's super stressful. It's just one thing that stresses me more than it should, but it's been like years since I've uploaded this, and I'm just super stressed out, like freaked out something's gonna go wrong. I'm gonna like replace some, like the old one with the new one, I don't know, so I'm just taking my time with it. Yeah, so yesterday that's what I did all day, and it took forever. And I got two beers, and then oh no, I got weed. My roommate gave me utility money in cash, so I went over to the weed store, and for like $18.60, I got a bunch of weed, an eighth of the second tier, and then I got two beers, and then I got a big old bottle of Jägermeister, and so I got so drunk I didn't even know what the hell I was doing, looking at it anymore. It got too confusing. So then I went to sleep, and then I got up, so now I'm doing the backup. So I'm just gonna take my time. I have to make sure all of my audiobooks, like if you go to my, I got all the audiobooks from philosophy, religion, and history section of LibriVox on my website, and I have them organized into countries and sizes and everything, like just like with my website. And I have to make sure all that's updated and everywhere, the newest version, but also my whole Google Earth project's what I've been doing, and my website. So yeah, I think it's gonna take all day long. That's yeah. And then there's other files I can organize, but that's why I can do that on my bike. I just don't want to do it now because that's just stressful. I don't want stuff to drop off on me, and I just want to keep an eye on it, on everything. I'm doing it with both computers at the same time. At least yesterday I was. I haven't just started doing it now. So anyways, that's all I'm doing. Let me finish this concept that I was talking about before. Crescendo. I got sidetracked. Yeah, because when I was listening to Montesquieu the other day, I was just like getting to the point where I was like, oh my God, this book is awesome. And because it's like the best book ever written. But then I got the idea, well, why don't you make Montesquieu Part 2? I don't know of any books anybody's read. I should do a Google search. I have a membership over at Audible, and I think I have a bunch of books that I can get for free still because I haven't been listening to books on there. But yeah, if somebody's done a book of like a collection of all the laws that have ever been written and the situations, and then up to date, and then prescribe the best laws for any situation now and into the future. That'd be cool to have that book. But I think the best book I can think of that's closest to that is Montesquieu, and that was written like 250 years ago. So that's what I mean by crescendo, like like well, that was Montesquieu. He was the but why don't you do the Montesquieu Part 2? Because that's the ultimate bliss is when you have got all these ideas that you can then bring it to the next level. And I think we're in desperate need of bringing all of the historical ideas about everything, laws and everything up to date in a way that it's a contiguous, non-breaking, evolution, just like physical evolution, with scientific evolution, the animals, but also with our minds, with the books, and then write a perfect prescription of all the laws that we need now, based on this world, but taking into account all the other ones from before, and then a prescription for the future, you know, like describing a world in the future and all laws you need. So anyway, so that's what I mean by crescendo, like the next level. Dun, 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 dun. Anyway, so now back to, let me just talk really quickly about my personal like journey, my priority as a triathlete. Weighed myself yesterday. I was 184.5 pounds, so that was 3 pounds less than the time before. So I'm still losing weight. That's my only goal. Once I get sub 180, I can start running. Or maybe I'll wait until, if I'm losing weight fast enough, maybe I'll wait till I'm sub 175. I don't want to be a waddler. And I can tear my left Achilles tendon. I think it's always been like that too. And if I do that, I have to take like a whole month off, or 2 months. So it's not something that fixes in 1 week. But yeah, yesterday I felt kind of burnt, and then I walked up the stairs a couple times yesterday, felt burnt, and when I squeeze my legs right now, they feel they feel burnt. So yeah, it would be, I think, acceptable if I'm to take 2 days off. I mean, if I was on the, I liked how I got back into shape nice and slowly when I was in 2010 bike touring. I'd like hang out in towns for like 2 days and take 2 days off, and it was nice to be fresh all the time. So yeah, if it's any time that I need 2 days to work on my site, it's not to work on my site, to make sure that all my files are backed up. It's these 2 days. So I'm still, looks like there's a couple minutes left on my thing. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So, but I wanted to just enjoy myself as much as I can and not freak out. So I'm just smoking reefer. I got like another whole day worth of reefer here. I took a couple weeks off or whatever from smoking weed, and so my tolerance is lower. So I don't have to. I'm not gonna burn through as much weed so fast. I had really bad insomnia 2 nights ago, but like I couldn't sleep at all. I was like all night. But last night, even after I was smoking weed and drinking, I didn't have any insomnia. So. I mean, any asthma, so it's cool. But yeah, I definitely have to quit if I'm gonna be a good swimmer. Because I went into the pool the other day with my mom, and dude, that swimming takes me out of breath, like more than anything. Maybe because my muscles aren't, I don't have like lifetime muscle memory, whatever. The swimming muscles lats, so I get out of breath. So I definitely have to quit smoking weed if I'm gonna be a swimmer. That's for damn sure. But yeah, if I have problems with asthma, what I will do is just ride my bike up in the mountains and then run around like really high altitude. Anyways, I've talked too long for such a boring video. Sorry my video was so boring. But it's really important for me to do my backups. So that's all I'm going to do today. Oh, look, I just backed it up on carbonite, just finished. All right, talk to you tomorrow.